All right, I'm here. I said I was coming back. God, cut the echo, bruh. Shit. All right, I said I was coming back. I'm here. I'm locked in. Camera good. We bless. Uploads are done. Let's get back to the mess and get to some Canadian music, shall we? All right, cool. What's good, Noah? Good seeing you again, like always, sir. Appreciate ya. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get it started and lock in. You hear me? God, with your stupid ass. Let me stop. Dumbass motorcycle. Shit loud as hell for no reason, bro. I swear to God. What's good, everybody? I'm back. I'm locked in. Let's make it happen. Shout out to the Flex Mob. Shout out to the Shadow Mob. Y'all know the vibe. Let's get to this video. And after the video, we gonna get to some new music. You hear me? So that being said, let's go ahead and lock in, alright? I know you're the only one here, but I gotta talk as if there's an audience. You know what I'm saying? This is how you gotta get used to it when you stream. Even if you have 1 or 0 individuals here, you gotta address people and talk as if there is numerous amounts of people here. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and lock in, bruh. Hit the record button. We got Curtis King. We gonna talk about Spotify panicking, all right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and lock in. Y'all know what time it is? Let's go ahead and make it happen, all right? Yo, you, right here in the small box, Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, bro, Curtis King is getting to the mess, all right? So after the Spotify video that we watched yesterday, shout out to Top Music, a lawyer, Crystal Delgado herself. We appreciate you and everything that you do on the YouTube Spaces for sure. After watching that video, kind of opened my eyes and my ears to what's going on behind the scenes with Spotify, and it's not looking good. And with Curtis King right here as a wonderful follow-up, let's go ahead and lock in. What's good, J-Tom? Good seeing you again, like always. It's been a while. Anyway, like I said, let's go ahead and lock in. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. And let's lock in. Let's go, Curtis. Talk to us.
Curtis DIY.
DIYers, I think Spotify is in panic mode right now. I think they're in trouble. And sometimes it's hard to tell with a company that large because, you know, they make announcement of changes and things that are happening, and it always sounds like it's for the best of everybody. But we know better. Let's start here. I got a collection of articles and videos that have shown that Spotify has been going through it. You hear me? Going through it. Let's start here with this Sync Money video, which kind of led me down this rabbit hole to begin with because I haven't done a Spotify story in a little bit. Sync Money here says Spotify just wiped out 75 million AI tracks.
Y'all hear that? Spotify just wiped out 75 million AI tracks. Just think about that for a second, please. Now, you know, when you come here, we've been recently talking about the AI music epidemic. It is getting serious out here. It's getting to a point where a lot of AI artists are getting paid more than your average, regular, everyday artist. And let me tell you something about that. That's not good at all. You know? But that's outside of Spotify. Why I'm talking about that is because those said artists have their music on Spotify available to stream, and that's wicked work.
Says Spotify just wiped out 75 million AI tracks. Well, you might say that's good news, right? We were complaining just a week ago when Zania Monet was showing up on all their banners, the R&B singer that's
she's still there, by the way.
Fully AI, that they're prioritizing on playlists and cutting into our money as independent artists. Yeah, that one. Well, the caption goes on to say that's almost the size of their entire catalog. But don't get it twisted. It doesn't mean that 3/4 of Spotify was AI. Most of these were spam uploads, loops, and impersonations flooding the system. This is the biggest crackdown yet on AI music plus streaming fraud, and it's only the beginning. Oh, do tell more, Sync Money.
Spotify just removed 75 million AI-generated tracks from their catalog. Spotify only has 100 million songs total.
You gotta chill. You gotta chill. Wait. Spotify only has about like 200 million plus subscribers that are all tapped into a collection of 100 million approximately that are available to them. He just said 75 million AI tracks were removed. I'm gonna let him continue.
75 million AI tracks were removed from about 100 million. Of course, the 100 million is an estimate. To be honest, that could be $120 million, million songs. But 75 million tracks were removed out of 100. Why y'all lying?
Continue, but I think this is a really interesting place to put a pin in, to keep in mind, because Spotify operates off of a pie system, in that based upon the amount of streams that you get a certain share of this pie as an artist or as a label or as a musician. If you get more streams, you get more share of the pie. Mm-hmm. But as the pie starts to get more and more AI music, that pie gets slimmer for everybody, specifically the human beings. Continue, sir.
That means that 3/4 of the music being uploaded to the biggest streaming platform in the world are AI generated. Just take a second to think about how fucking crazy that is. If you thought Spotify did not pay songwriters enough already, this AI shit just made it way worse. Because for every dollar that an AI generated song makes, that's $1 taken away from a human songwriter and human publishers.
Without the laws,
or a couple pennies, because that's what happens when you play a song a couple times. They get like 0.00 pennies, as if you can buy something with that. Y'all see the problem?
It's catching up.
Let's go, Quickie.
There's so many steps. We talked about that in the Zanium All Day video. There's so many steps for us as artists to be able to just distribute after we've paid for the service. For us to distribute, you got to provide this information. You must make sure that this is here. It has to be this amount of time, this length and whatnot in terms of the duration of the song. Okay, cool. It's your platform. You can run the rules. But for there to be so many rules for artists to even exist, you better not have any bots. We better not detect any bots, even if we don't have any evidence of said bots. We'll just tell you that we did. Where's all of that restriction in the time period or the window that AI has been collecting our money? Our being the human artists and producers and musicians that have contributed to distributing songs on there. Now, I have taken my music down from Spotify quite some time ago. The only thing I have available up there are tagged songs that lead you back to my website. Since they want to run ads on mine, I ran ads on theirs. Type shit. How do you let 75 million go through? That's insane.
In response to this, Spotify is scrambling on trying to figure out how to put a Band-Aid on the problem. So they're working with companies like DDEX, who are developing platforms that are going to detect if a song is AI or not. And currently we're seeing...
Wait. A company like DDEX was always just accessible. You just, hey, let's call DDEX. You can call a company that can comb through your platform and see what songs identify as being predominantly AI. But when an artist like me hits up the customer support and asks them, hey, can you delete my profile? Just hit the delete button, act like I never existed, no sweat off your brow. They tell me, no, that's not possible.
What?
Yes, that's a message that I actually got from their customer service department. Whether or not that was a human being or AI, I don't know. But pure insanity. I guess.
A massive surge in companies raising tons of money specifically for this purpose. Then this raises the question, what if somebody's using AI ethically, like they're using AI to assist in the music production or AI to assist in the songwriting? How strict should the filters be? Should it be if any AI is used in the song? Who gets to decide that? All of these issues and concerns are being raised now, and we're not really sure who to look to for the answer. And with the ever-evolving copyright laws, we're not really sure what is fair play and what's not. If you got the answer, please drop it in the comments.
Look, I'm with you. My thing is this. Why would you allow these companies to unleash this on the platform after they've already collected their money in this window of time? Why would you allow them to unleash without answering just some of these questions?
Because we don't know. That's the answer. We don't know. We saw something that looked good, easy to use, and can be a part of our everyday life. We don't know, you know? So when it comes to the artist, when it comes to like the consumer, we're blind. Like, y'all selling us an idea and we accepted it. That's it.
I'm starting to feel like this campaign that now all of a sudden platforms like Spotify and Deezer are on the defensive side of art. They're defending artists. I'm starting to believe that this is a forced experience. I'm starting to believe they want this to happen as quick as possible so that whatever issues happen, you know, they can fix them in real time. But they want to see how we interact with this AI experience, AI music experience. They want to see how artists interact with it. They want to see how the listeners and subscribers do. It ain't been going too well. To get a little bit more context, because I always like to go to an article here on Music Business Worldwide, it says Spotify deleted 75 plus spammy tracks, and it unveils a new AI music policy. Spotify removed 75 million spammy tracks from its platform over the past year. The streaming giant revealed today as it announced a suite of new policies for managing AI-generated content on its service. The figure was disclosed during a press briefing where executives outlined a three-pronged approach, love a three-pronged approach, to combat AI-enabled fraud while supporting legitimate artistic use of artistic intelligence tools. In the past 12 months alone, a period marked by explosion of generative AI tools, we've removed over 75 million spammy tracks from Spotify. The company confirmed in its official blog post announcing the measures. The announcement comes as the streaming industry grapples with an unprecedented influx of AI-generated content. All of this before they figured out the payout system in terms of how to get these artists that are the foundation of their product. They don't have a product without the music. Well, now they got AI. Rival platform.
You got to use these platforms to advertise. Don't give them the whole song. Give them a piece of the song, and then in your description, in your bio, drop a link. If that works, of course. Or you can say in the song itself, go to this website, and boom, you're good. There are many ways to kind of like advertise your music, but the future of people keeping their music there, if they're uneducated, yeah, like they're gonna keep their music there. But if people are understanding what's going on, no. I wanna do this. How many songs are on Spotify in total? Spotify offers more than 100 million tracks. That's crazy.
Deezer recently reported that it now receives over 30,000 fully AI-generated tracks daily.
Wait, what?
Fully AI-generated from Deezer recently reported that it now receives over 30,000 fully AI-generated tracks daily.
Oh, my God.
Marking a sharp increase from 20,000 figure it reported in April, and the 10,000 it disclosed in January. So this thing has been moving all year, and it's only been increasing by the month. 30,000 AI-generated Discord membered prompt engineering nerds want to get into the running. Y'all need your own platform. We've been said that months ago. Y'all need your own platform. You guys just, you know what I'm saying? Like, tickle each other's armpits and get excited about the prompt engineering you're doing. You need to AIify. According to Deezer, up to 70% of these
Hey, congratulations, Tiny. Let's go. Make sure you make it.
plays for these fully AI-generated tracks have been detected as fraudulent, with the company filtering these streams out of royalty payments. There it goes right there. That means your money, your money. Here's a three-pronged system. They've improved enforcement of impersonation violations because a lot of artists were seeing new albums that they didn't create, that AI decided to create for them under their name, under their artist profile. Like, as if it wasn't bad enough, you got to be concerned about not if they're going to be taken away from your money on their own profile, but under your profile, whether they'll be collecting money because they've been able to distribute your music through whatever platform they used under your name, while probably are likely being trained off of your music without permission, your copyrighted music without permission. That's wild. AI disclosures for music with industry standard credits. Spotify explained the reasoning behind the introduction of these measures in a blog post published today. At its best, AI is unlocking incredible new ways for artists to create music and for listeners to discover it. The company said, "We don't want your slop. We don't want your slop." You know, some people may ask the question, well, why does Spotify get all this attention? Because we're not done. We're only halfway there. Well, it's because Spotify is the biggest streaming platform, right? It says Spotify held at the beginning of 2025 roughly 32% of the global music streaming market share, which means that not only does that account for how a lot of artists in streaming get paid because of this platform, if they're relying on streaming, but it also means that as they go, other platforms readjust because they're the biggest competitor, right? You got to make sure that you stay in the game. If they do something that is innovative, that is giving them more market share,
One thing I learned about companies over the years, especially if the company has a very dominant force, a dominant voice, etc. One thing I learned is that with these companies, their competition is definitely going to look up to them. Let's start there. The competition's going to look up to them to just see, okay, I see what they're doing here. Maybe we can just do this so we can kind of compete with them, even though we're not even close to their level. A lot of people around the major company are paying attention to their model, their structure, and just seeing things that they can do to add to their own so they can be a part of the competition, which is why a Deezer exists. But one thing I also learned is when it comes to said dominant company, especially when they have no competition, the only thing that can take down that company is themselves. This might be the Spotify downfall.
market share, you got to make readjustments. Like I said, we're just getting started. Shout out to Demiza. He has been on all of these stories and things.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm so glad. And I'm even more glad that Curtis King is also looking at Demiza's content just like me here. So it just shows that I'm really on the right track.
Things that have been happening. As you may remember, the Mechanical Licensing Collective, MLC, was in court with Spotify after they made some updates, and he's going to explain these updates. They made some updates to their bundle systems that included the books that they offered and all these things that they presented and had a nice blog post and press release for. It was taking money from songwriters.
Yeah.
And so MLC, who was coming to the defense of these songwriters and their royalties, decided to take them to court, and Spotify took another L. Yep.
Breaking news. Spotify takes another L in court and deletes 75 million songs and calls them spammy. The Mechanical Licensing Collective scored a key win in its lawsuit against Spotify over streaming royalties. Federal court in New York granted the MLC permission to amend its complaint after accusing Spotify of underpaying songwriters by reporting its premium subscriptions as bundles. Spotify taking advantage of artists?
Clutch the pearls. Whatever do you mean?
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Boy, all you pro streamers, I hope you eating your shoe. I hope that foot is squarely up your ass. This what you defending? This is nasty work. Continue.
What's good, Don? How you
Continue,
feeling?
sir.
How you doing, bro? I don't take submissions for music. I'm sorry. I don't do that.
No, say it isn't so. The amended filing is due October 2nd, 2025, a pivotal step in what could reshape how royalties are calculated. With a
Right.
generative AI flooding the music ecosystem, Spotify says its goal is to balance innovation with fairness. Well, if you want fairness, just pay artists what they're worth.
I need a lot of people to understand this. What I'm doing here, I'm jumping way ahead of something big that might happen, if I'm going to be honest. What's going on with Spotify right now might collapse digital streaming platforms, at least for Spotify and any other major like DSPs that might be on that same level. If we have to downgrade to a Deezer, there's going to be a lot of problems there. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of artists start to sell by themselves. Sell your track for $1. Go to Tory Lane's route when he was dealing with the NFTs. The man sold 1 million copies in a few minutes. And everything was, literally everything costed $1. $1. Now just imagine your fan base of about 50,000 people, 50,000 dedicated fans that listen to your music. And you provide said music for about like $1, $1 something, maybe $2. If you provided $1 per track, you sell a project, or you have a 10-piece album, sell it for $10, $1 per track, and your dedicated fan base buys that album $10. If every person from your fan base bought that album for $10 and you have 50,000 people dedicated to you, you just made $500,000 just like that off a $10 album. Just think about that. Now it's going to suck because I kind of talked about it yesterday, because when you don't have a DSP, the only thing that you have is the default music app on your phone, which is good to keep as a library, but you can't really explore music unless that whatever phone company that you're with, they start doing their own thing. They make their own DSP on their phone. That's honestly a good business move for a said company like a Samsung. Apple's pretty much established with Apple Music. You know, what if Fido has Fido Music? You never know. Like, possibilities go crazy.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
I don't got no input. I just wanted to pause it.
Even as the royalty fight continues, it raises bigger questions on how much artists and writers will truly earn in the streaming era. Story developing.
You know, it seemed more and more like Spotify was trying to get, first of all, artistry that took time out of the picture. Right. What do you mean? Well, there was an article years ago by Daniel Ek, who he was speaking very boldly about his ideas of who would succeed on this platform. And he would say that artists who take years to create albums, artists that care, artists that want to make sure they put the best product possible out there, they probably would not succeed anywhere near as the artists who prioritize quantity over quality. And so it seems like not only have they been trying to get artistry out of the picture, right? Because if you're operating like that, you're not really worried about artistic direction as much as you're worried about checking off boxes and hitting certain numbers and quotas. But it seems like they're trying to get artists completely out of the box. Well, not without a fight, they will not. Speaking of Daniel Ek, did you see this? Spotify founder Daniel Ek is stepping down as the CEO. Spotify names co-CEOs to replace him. We'll get to the article and we'll get to some reactions of videos that I saw on my timeline. It says Spotify CEO Daniel Ek will step down from his position and move to the role of executive chairman, the company said Tuesday. Spotify shares dipped.
Hey, Tiny, I hope you enjoy the medibles. You hear me? Have a great night. Sleep well. Hope you wake up with a nice bright sunshine on your face and nothing but positivity in your heart. Have a great night, all right? Let's get back to this.
6% following the announcement. Eck, who co-founded the streaming platform in 2006, will be replaced by co-presidents and longtime executive Gustav Soderstrom and Alex Nordstrom.
Oh Lord, that don't
I used to
sound
shop
good.
there. As co-CEOs, the company said in a release, the transition will happen January 1st, 2026. It goes up a quote. He says, over the last few years, I've turned over a large part of the day-to-day management and strategic direction of Spotify to Alex and Gustav, who have shaped the company from our earliest days and now more than ready to guide our next phase. X said in a release, this change simply matches titles to how we already operate. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I mean, he's already made his money. You know, acting came up. It's funny how they tell you there's no money in music, but damn it, the people who run the tech that the music is on sure are making a lot of money off that music.
All they do is lie. All they do is lie, and they're going to sit there and continue to lie to your face. They're never going to tell you the truth. They're going to give you something to feed you and make you feel better, but they're not going to give you the whole thing. You know, say, for example, there's a plate on the table, and of course, that's for the CEO, but you want to get your piece too. So, CEO is probably going to give you a couple rice grains to make you feel better. Meanwhile, this nigga has a steak dinner with a healthy amount of rice and vegetables, and that boy got a damn side dish, salad on the side, with the ice cream coming up when he done. Ice cream with the pie. You understand? This boy eating good. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got 2 rice grains. But the artist is your main selling point, a part of your business model, of course. And you're going to feed him rice grains.
Okay. There have been some folks out here who have been speculating. Could this possibly be because of the pressures that Spotify has felt from artists who have left the platform? Because there's been a lot of artists, a lot of bands that have left Spotify.
Right. Because
when it was disclosed that Daniel Ek, the CEO at the time, had investments in Helsing, which is an AI weapons company. I don't know if you heard about that. A lot of artists said, I'm not with that. That seems like a conflict of interest, Mr. Ek. To give us some perspective on this,
she's good too. Jane Lee is good too. She's really... I'm so glad, bro. I be all these people that he has on Instagram. I'm following the same people. I'm listening to the same people.
The indie mama, Jane Lee, she says here, Daniel Ek is stepping down from Spotify as a CEO and will be taking the role of executive chair. You know what they say. Watch the key players sell off their shares and start stepping down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Ek is stepping down as the CEO of Spotify. But he's not gone. He still steps into the new role of executive chairman. There will be 2 people replacing him, and those are the co-presidents, the current co-presidents, and they will be sharing the role of CEO. Gustav, who's the product and tech architect, and Alex, the business and deal strategist.
I needed their titles. Let's go to the first title.
Gustav, who's the product and tech
architect of Spotify. Product and tech architect. Tech architect alone is giving me very big issues, and I'm not even an artist and I'm getting anxiety from this. A tech architect for Spotify. Yes, it's a digital streaming platform. You need somebody that knows about tech, but we know how these companies operate. They're not here to maintain. They're here to explore, but explore to make it better. Through their eyes, of course. So think about that, and think about all this AI music that's been rolling around the place for a little bit now. Like I said before, the other AI artist, she's still there. Let's keep that in mind. And the other dude is...
architect. And Alex, the business and deal strategist.
Business and deal strategist. Somebody that's going to help you sell or buy certain things to assist with the tech architect. That's a combo. There's a reason why the 2 of them are co-CEOs. That's a combo right there. And through that combo, you can create a monster. So think about that, because in the next couple of years, there's going to be big changes. Watch.
So Daniel is retreating the captain's chair. But I don't think this is without tension. Because there's been a lot of protesting about the AI drone war, investment that Daniel recently made. A lot of artists are retreating out of Spotify and looking for different ways. But anyways, what does this mean for Spotify? I believe there's a rebirth, attempting right now a rebirth, because indie artists are getting smart. Artists are getting smart. And artists are starting to wake up and starting to get pissed. And we're realizing
The easiest thing any artist can do is simply you can do your own bundles. You can literally do your own bundles. You got a tracksuit, you got a hoodie, you got t-shirt, long sleeve, pants, jeans, whatever you want. Like, as an artist, you can do whatever you want to sell to your consumer base, to sell to your demographic, your target market. You can do what you want. Of course, you need to use certain strategies to maximize on your sales. But now, what I've been saying for a while now is that as an artist, you also need to understand some very good strategies in marketing to sell your product, which is your music and other things. Just think about that for a second. I think there might be some distribution companies out there that's going to start assisting artists with their sales, where we have this service, and through this service you can do what you need to do here. If you have a album you want to sell, if you want to sell a vinyl, if you want to sell some shirt with the vinyl or the album, we can provide that service for you. We just need to cut this big, and that's it. I'm sure it's already around, or I'm sure it's gonna happen soon.
saying that if we don't value our art, nobody's going to value it. And our art is worth more than fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny. But what does this really change? Does it change anything? I don't think so.
There it is.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
To give you an idea of what she's alluding to with these artists that have left, I found this article here that is on a website called Headphonesty. And the article here reads, all the artists that have left are leaving Spotify in 2025 so far as the boycott Spotify, #boycott Spotify keeps trending. Don't know if you heard about this, but it says Spotify is facing a growing boycott.
Hey, y'all hear J Tom, bro? Make sure y'all hit that like button, bro. The support is free, just like what King Hammer said. Shout out to King Hammer.
Mind you, when is this article? This article is just an article.
His stream looks great, by the way. I seen the replay. Phenomenal. Good job.
August 7th. Sparked by CEO Daniel Ek's $700 million personal investment in Housing, a company developing AI-powered military drones. For artists already fed up with earning just $3 per 1,000 streams, watching their music royalties help fund warfare was the last straw. Now they're pushing back the only way they can, by pulling the music and ditching the platform altogether. I have not heard of most of these bands, but they have followings, and I think it's powerful, and we are fellow DIYers, no matter if I never heard of
DIY.
the legendary King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Shout out to this Australian psych rock giants who shook things up by pulling nearly their entire catalog from Spotify on July 25th with dozens of albums and a Hollywood Bowl headliner set for August 10th. They're one of the biggest names in the exodus. Deerhoof is another band that followed suit. Is a Bay Area indie rock band. Kalahari Oyster Cult, they didn't left. Sunsetter, Laura Burhan, Fiverr in the highest order, Leah Senior. I know why they're ushering in all this AI. This is not even documenting those artists, rappers that you know, a lot of us have had this decision that we've made before the AI weapons, just out of the pure insanity of the payout system itself. Another perspective to take into consideration. So shout out to Top Music Attorney, who was going to bat for all of us as independent.
Bro, I'm 3 for 3 right now. This is crazy. I'm 3 for 3. Flawless. What? Hat trick. Come on, bro. Just subscribe to her channel too, bro. Phenomenal content to learn from, especially for an artist.
Independent artist in his class action lawsuit against Suno and their unlawful way of combing through, without our permission, all of our music so that they can train their...
Say that part again, because that part's important.
So shout out to Top Music Attorney, who is going to bat for all of us as independent artists in his class action lawsuit against Suno and their unlawful way of combing through, without our permission, all of our music so that they can train their AI data.
For the people that don't know who or what Suno is, that's the same company that Timbaland is working with, and she's suing them. She's here for the people.
And whatnot. She did a story or a reaction to an artist named Kara. And Kara has like a 25-minute documentary on her YouTube, which we may come back and check out at some point in time. It was a few weeks ago that it came out. But she shared how she invested over $100,000 in her music, released it on Spotify, only to have it removed from Spotify. I don't know how anybody could defend this. Continue, Top Music Attorney.
I invested $100,000 to create my album, and Spotify deleted it. This was a video published by Kara, and she talks about how she invested her money from hiring the lawyers to hiring videographers, photographers, and doing this like a real-life record label, essentially. But then she ran into one catastrophe after another, from the expensive canvases that she invested in on Spotify not getting posted because Spotify glitched, and then it takes weeks to get it resolved. Her music on TikTok got muted, and then after a very successful release of her album, it spikes in popularity. Spotify's like, looks like streaming fraud, and deletes her entire album.
What?
I've never invested $100,000 for one particular album. But I have invested enough into an album to know how hard that would hit if you've already created a plan specifically for these streaming platforms. You've created a social media plan. You've paid for all the people involved so that you can put your best foot forward. And on the platform that has 32% of the market share of streaming, one of the biggest streaming platform says, after all that money invested, we're not buying it. There's no way that money could have been invested towards promo. There's no way in hell it's working. Let's go ahead and just take that down. Without evidence? I'll be down.
This is one of many items on a very long list of things that my law office fights with Spotify about for independent artists. But Kara goes on just to share that she has learned so much in this process, which was very much my experience. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on my music career before I was like, I really need to start my own label, do my own thing, figure out how to monetize this.
You got a label?
It's just like burning money. I thought this was a great video, but she also shared what her tactic's going to be moving forward, which is, I'm going to focus on YouTube. That's where she feels like she can monetize the best. Now you know me, I'm a sell before you stream kind of gal. I do believe that with the streaming platforms, they're like marketing. Assume you're gonna have a problem, assume you're not gonna be paid close to anything, but otherwise when you release your music, find a way to sell it directly to your fans through your website, through Bandcamp.
It's looking crazy out here for Spotify, especially when they don't know how to treat the artists of theirs that are succeeding.
I just gotta say this first before I let him continue. See, I had to stop and smile for a moment, because I'm really sharing the right things to help people, especially here in Toronto. Toronto is, I'm not saying we clueless, but we're not paying attention to what's going on here. A lot of us be in our own worlds here. Fine, that's cool. But in your own world, can you at least please study something? Can you at least educate yourself about something? You can still stay in your world, but God, just think about all the money that these artists are losing here. Just think about that for a second. Like, it's really getting a little ridiculous why all these things be happening, and nobody's even taking the time to understand as to why these things are happening. It's getting ridiculous, man.
In this system that they created, they've created all these rules. They said that you must pass these thresholds in order to get paid. You must play the playlisting game if you want to get streams. It is so ridiculous the way that they treat the people that actually.
But think about the strategy that Spotify gives you. It's not a strategy to help you. It's a strategy to ingrain you into their system. They took their unique selling point and twisted it to shackle artists. Just think about that. Yo.
He bought in to this unfair system that artists were never supposed to win at. It is so ridiculous, but you know what? Chickens is coming home to roost. It's time to pay up. And I believe they're going to go on some kind of rebranding spree.
Yep.
I mean, get Daniel Ek out the picture, at least publicly. He's still going to be in the picture. And let's really show how pro artists we are. I mean, this is a fantastic move. I'm sure that a lot of people will celebrate. Getting rid of 75 million AI music slop pieces. Good for you, Spotify. What the hell were you doing in the last few months as they were collecting our money? What are you going to do to rectify the situation in which you have folks who need to get 556,000 streams per month just to make minimum wage on your platform? What are you going to do? Is there some kind of like rebate check? Is there some kind of like, hey, our bad check? While the CEO that's going to step down gets to pocket hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, go and do your thing because this is your platform and you built it. But damn it, you're not the only one. Without the music, without the trust of these artists, what the hell do you have? I believe that there is going to be more effort being put into their PR moving forward than is going to actually be in terms of what they do for artists, which is why I'm with Top Music Attorney when she says sell before you stream. And a lot of people try to make the argument, well, you got to have a fan base. You got to have a fan base to get somebody to stream. You got to have a fan base to get somebody to go to a show. Are you going to wait until you have a fan base to go get your...
As an artist, it is mandatory to have a fan base. So why are you complaining about, oh, I need a fan base? Of course you do. How you expect to get people to buy your ish? You think you're going to let random people come in and buy your ish thinking it's going to work? You're not going to sell nothing. You need a fan base to sell that ish, bro. Trust me. What's good, T-Dub? How you feeling, bro?
Your first show? Are you going to go to the open mic? Are you going to wait before somebody becomes a fan of you, before you learn how to package up your album or package up your bundle or make merch? You're going to wait until you have people to fail then instead of failing before and seeing what attracts people? You never know what's going to take off first. I've seen artists who have sold merchandise first before their music because they had a great visual idea. No matter
what did I say earlier? I didn't say the exact same thing, but the fact that I brought up the merch, selling bundles, finding a way to figure it out, giving some random company an idea. Oh, maybe you guys should invest into this idea and help the artists sell their product. The fact that Curtis King be saying the same or similar things that I'm saying, it just, the reassurance is just wonderful. I'm just saying.
No matter what, we're living in a time where if you're looking
that's what's up,
as a
T-Dub.
goal to monetize all this
music.
hard work and all this money that you're investing into your music, you don't have a choice anymore. Direct to consumer it must be a part of your plans. It must be a part of your plans, because if you're relying upon these companies for your business can be disrupted at any point in time. That's why it's up to us to take care of our own businesses, build our own websites, right? Tap into these websites that at least work with us as partners. Shout out to the Evens and to a certain degree the Bandcamps, who understand, oh, you guys have a lot of overhead. Let's take care of this and make this at least the easiest thing that people can invest into. DIYers, Spotify is over there scrambling and scraping and scrambling. No Diddy. These are my thoughts, though. You tell me what the hell y'all think.
Business management has to be learned by artists now. You can't run from it. Or you can have whatever manager you have do that for you, but just remember, that manager is going to have a strong percentage beside yours. You got to do it dolo now. No ifs, ands, or buts anymore, because it's not going to work. Spotify don't pay. And to be honest, they never did pay. And when you think about it, with all these millions of artists all over the world that are on these DSPs, that are on Spotify. You really think they want to pay? An artist just signed up. Y'all not getting nothing. So why are you relying on it as if this is going to work? It's not going to work. You must find other strategies to make it work for you. You got to learn how to sell your product. Being an artist in today's day and age in 2025 means nothing. Anybody can be an artist. Anybody can upload on YouTube. Anybody can upload something onto Spotify. Being an artist means nothing. But utilizing your artistry into whatever business model that you want to utilize is what's going to get you paid. And here, I want to speak about Toronto for a second, because Toronto has a problem with supporting up-and-coming artists. Toronto has a big problem with that because we don't pay attention to the people that are down there trying to come up. Torontonians are only paying attention to the people that are already up, regardless if it's real or they're faking it. They're just looking at what's up and what's good, thinking that this is the answer. This is what we're supposed to do. This is what we need to follow, when in reality, the real talent is way down here trying to get up. We have a big problem here. I've talked to too many content creators to sit here and tell a lie. All of us have said the same thing. All these content creators have been saying the same thing. Men, women, LGBTQIA plus community, it don't matter. Big problem. How do you solve for X? Especially since X doesn't even want to look at the problem. Let's get to some music, bro. Let's get to some music. It's getting spooky out here. All right. Let's switch over to Discord. Actually, sorry. I have Discord up and running, but let's go over and check out this artist for a second. 5K subs, I like it. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when they drop something new, I'm right there to see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we're about to start the weekly Canadian Artist Spotlight Series. All right. Artist number 16 that we're going to be diving in with. Let me go ahead and hit this record button. We about to lock in on a very new artist, ladies and gentlemen. Toronto, of course. Come on, you think what? Oh, you know what? Let's take this call. Hold on a second. I'm live. What's up?
Yo, what's good, bro?
John, what you saying?
I'm cool. My apologies. I know I was supposed to call you yesterday, but my head was just all over the place.
Oh, no, I can tell, especially because I was actually going to see what your plan was, but I'm glad it turned out well.
Yeah, everything went well still.
Yeah. Because I was wondering, like, all right, you getting a B&B? I see you in a new spot. I'm like, say less.
Yeah, I was in the studio.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it was good. I'm just going to be there for Fridays, though. Every day else, I'm going to be in my crib, but just for, like, my Beer Fest Friday, I'll be in there.
Oh, you're doing it for the month?
Every Friday for this whole month, yeah. I'm going to be in there.
Is it, like, something you rent, or?
Actually crazy. I actually stumbled upon it. So the people that got me, like, in LA, the person that's working with Lab and everybody,
Yeah.
they actually want the person that's working with his music and stuff wants to really lock in with streaming as well. So he's been introducing me to people that he knows and people around him. And one of those people have an artist that has his studio. And I'm going to have him on next week. But yeah, it's pretty much his studio. He actually has it until November, and it's already paid for until November, so they're just chilling there and do whatever they gotta do.
That's clean as hell, bro. Shit.
I bought all the decorations. I put that in there. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. You can only have it for October though. I wish it was like my spot for like music people, but yeah, only until November.
That's calm. That's a start. That's what matters. You know?
For show.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like, I was like literally, I wanted to talk to you before. I'm like, all right, what we doing? What we do? Like, yo, like, cause like I'm just like, I know this artist. I listened to some of their songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'm just gonna end it there. Still.
Yeah, I was well prepared still.
Okay.
Like I said, I had my talking points. I knew exactly what we're gonna get into. But it's crazy because I don't know if you've seen it. It was like in and out of the streets. But yo, there was definitely some hood things going on, like hood politics that were being.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Cause
I did my best to maneuver, and I think I did well. But yeah, those guys were sending shots.
that's my biggest concern because I know how you are with the politics. You want no parts.
No parts.
But those individuals bring the politics.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like I think I did a good job. Like I said, I think I did a good job, which is making sure I was not involved in anything. Even there, like in the beginning of the stream, I was wearing a ski mask, and my ski mask said 4TM.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know what. Like the thing is, 4TM. That was my boy's brand. I don't know if that's a hood or anything. For these guys, one of the guys, the one out 50, the one that was beside me, he looks at me. He's like, "Yo, 4TM." Look, and then he taps tabs. Like, "Yo, I didn't even take him. What's this guy's on this guy's ski?" And he's like, "Yo, shit, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. This guy doesn't even know what he got on, whatever." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I just put the ski mask on. He asked me, he's like, "Do you know what that means?" I'm like, "Nah." So I literally got the Michael Myers thing. I said, "Yeah, I'm putting this on, bro."
Yeah, good move.
So I kept it on over the 4TM. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want no parts of this, bro." Like,
See,
for real.
Nick, oh my God. Like, oh shoot. And funny, you know what? I gotta talk to you after everything. I gotta talk to you after everything right now, cause I gotta boogie soon, and I want to make sure that I show off this artist that I'm about to do for the spotlight. Just couple things though. Yo, you have my charger?
Do I have your charger?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. What color is it?
It's a black one.
A black charger?
Yeah, like a brick.
Oh, great. Oh my God. Black charger, like I was like, I haven't seen it. I can take a look. This is wow. When was my okay.
From the basketball event.
Oh, Lord have freaking mercy.
Yeah, cause that was the last time I let you borrow it.
Lord, when you're just finding out now, you lost it?
Nah, I texted you like a couple weeks back, but I guess you missed it.
Lord have mercy. My apologies, but
No, you good.
I will take a look. Yeah, if I don't find it, I'll let you know. How much is it?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was like $45. Man.
I do remember me using it.
Yeah, nah, that shit was like $45.
Pardon?
It was like 45.
45. Okay. I'm gonna look for it. It's probably in my bag because I was wearing the Reebok stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I come home, I'll look for it tonight or tomorrow morning. But I'll definitely get on it for sure.
All right, cool. And what's your word for Complex?
Complex is still, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is looking good, but a bit shaky. Because just today I had to fix that. I got to jump for a couple bread to put it off. But on top of that, my insurance is down to 700 for me.
Oh shit.
Just straight from my account. And the thing is, I thought I outsmarted them because I put it in my savings. They said, nope, we dipped into the savings. I said, fuck. So yeah, so I'm just trying to maneuver with that. I get paid not next week, but the week after that, so I should have a better answer
tried to get I tried to switch out Lotus, but they're not allowing it.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's just like the policy for the airline. Yeah, nah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Like, I'm not gonna force you. You know, I'm not gonna force you, but I'm just letting you know, like, there's still space.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, bruh. That's pretty much it right now. Like, I only had like the 3 things, but I think that's it. I'll text you if anything. My bad. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, no. So like, is that? I think that was it. Like, I only had like the 3 things to talk to you about, but that was pretty much it, bro.
Heard you.
Yeah.
And when I get home, I'm gonna make sure to look for your charger.
Yeah. But yo, W stream still.
Appreciate it. Was it good? Like it was entertaining.
I was watching with people from the mob, bro. We were enjoying ourselves.
Oh, you guys were live. Oh, you guys were live.
No, we weren't live. We were in the Discord. Like, we were kicking up in the Discord. We just like, yo, he's live. So I'm like, yo, I'll share my screen.
Hear that? Okay, bet that's good.
I told you, man. We got you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You already know. It's just the circumstances. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, with the hood policy, Lord have mercy.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the other thing.
What thing?
Come on, you know.
Now what? What happened?
Nigga, the circumstances with you know who?
Circumstances where you know who?
Yeah.
What circumstances? I'm confused.
Nigga, Def Jam.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not with that guy, no.
You're not?
No.
I swear they're watching you, though.
Yeah, they're keeping an eye out, but it's not. But yeah, I don't think they're like super involved with the stream as well. Because the thing is, it's like I haven't even like made a deal or anything like that. And I think Sad right now, if I'm not mistaken, he's unsigned. So yeah.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure I don't step on your toes, nigga.
No.
Sorry, what'd you say? You cut out.
Oh no, I said nah. You said you don't want to step on my toes. I said nah. I appreciate that. I said nah. Everything was calm though. Everything was calm.
Yeah, well, I'm still over here doing my thing, trying to fix it, but, you know, I don't know how.
I hear that.
I definitely did a pivot towards something different, but I don't know if it's really substantial.
I hear that.
We'll see, though.
We'll definitely see 1,000%.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to this. I gotta finish up.
Yeah, my fault.
Nah, you good.
Alright, bro. Alright, take care.
Yeah. Easy. Alright, let's lock in on this, bro. Sorry, my fault. That was an important phone call. That was indeed an important phone call, but I'm back. We locked in. Let's get about 40 minutes of this, and then we got a boogie. Alright, so, like I said before the phone call, we're going to check out this artist real quick. Real quick. So, the name of this artist is Darren Falana. Nice name, by the way. Darren Falana. Kind of fire, to be honest. But we're not here for your name. We're here for your artistry. We're here for your music. We're here to learn about you. See if you good or not. Alright? So with that being said, let's go ahead with the first music video with almost 100,000 views on it. Yo, bro. Let's go. Let's see if the music nice. Volume up. Let go.
I been living outstanding. Standing. Just how I planned it. Long line outside the club, who's camping? Shit too packed, left a couple girls stranded. 305, got a nigga feeling loose. Kinda mixing 1942 with the goose. I don't really chase, don't worry about the juice. I'm like 3 shots in, what's the use? Just took another 2 shots like I needed. Plus 1 more, had my nigga like leaving. I know this girl here comes frequent. Like convo, where you headed this evening? Staying at a crib, I don't even know the street name. Got a fat ass, had my eyes in a freeze frame. I think I'm in love with a stripper, shout T-Pain. Know a couple OGs told me how to peep game. Can't feel my face, but I don't need no chase. Can't feel my face, but I don't need no chase. Goddamn, can't feel my face, but I don't need no chase. Can't feel my face, but I don't need no chase. Goddamn, going through things, shit builds up. Maybe cause the glass ain't filled up. Day one still showing real love. If you're not around, then it's still love. Got a lot of anger that I kept in. Lift the rug, look at what I swept in. Always got an answer for your questions, even after they forget to check in. Even after they forget to check in. On my way back to the AKA, and I just can't feel my face.
Dominoes?
But I don't need no chase. Can't feel my face, but I don't need no chase. Goddamn, feel my face, but I don't need no chase. Can't feel my face, but I don't need no chase. Goddamn,
We off to a good start already, bro. I like where we going. Go ahead, leave a like. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Falana. Let's go ahead and start learning about this individual that we are spotlighting today. Switch over to Discord real quick. Let's go ahead and lock in. So, who we dealing with today? Darren Falana. Let me tell you something. This music gonna be good, I promise you. Promise you. But let's get into this. I'm gonna read little by little. Music bio until we're done with the bio, and we just get straight to the music. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the first little bit, and we about to lock in. All right, it's short, yes, but I want to make sure that we focus on the music and learn about the artist as well, as right. So let's go ahead and get started. Darren Falana is a rapper, singer, and apparently the boy danced too. Apparently this boy a dancer. Let me find out. I can find some clips on you. We gonna rate your dancing capabilities. From Toronto, Canada. In 2016, he debuted his EP live from Rocky Mountain, premiered 2 months early by fans. Hold on, let me say that again. In 2016, he debuted his EP live from Rocky Mountains. It premiered 2 months early by 500 fans who signed up to a Thunderclap page within 48 hours of its launch. I just want to stop there to talk about that for a second. So I'm not too familiar with what that site is, but if you had 500 of your fans sign up to get your album early, and we're hearing this just after all the other things we've just heard, it's another marketing strategy, you know? Within 48 hours. So he got, that's insane. The project has since been featured on publications such as Hop New Hip Hop, Ebro, Beats One Radio, on Apple Music, Complex, Fader, Revolt, Pigeons and Planes, as well as television shows Greenleaf on the Oprah Winfrey Network, and Noisy, Toronto Viceland. What the hell? Damn. All right. Enough of the reading. Let's get to some more music. But I'm curious about the strategy. Like, I need to know more. Well, let's get y'all a music video. What we got? Good problems. My bad. I'm gonna switch over. Don't worry. I'm gonna switch over from Discord back to the internet so we can get to the music. Got to give y'all the visuals, and let's go.
Man, how did life get so fucking entertaining? How your act get boring when I entertain it? I told you this arrangement was for entertainment. My demons back, we all getting reacquainted. Ooh, Adidas met the toe, case you ain't know. I'm lying if I ever tell you same old. Gold rings looking like the Lake Show. I might need a 10-8 word to J. Cole. She do all the angles they teach in class. That's the only time I ever think of math. I need all of my wants. Is that too much to ask? I'm that nigga. Is that concept too much to grasp? If you ask me why, I'm too busy for love. I tell you the same reason. You're too drunk in the club. We just went from a could be to let it be what it was. The answer to why these days is usually just because. I hear a buzz, that's the front desk calling to check if I'm off the drugs. Cause the night I just had, well, you know the ones where the words start to sound like these women speaking in tongues. And the walk turns into a two-step. Somebody else gotta be praying for me, I'm too blessed. How did everything that I was looking for find me? The one thing I can't say it isn't as timely. I've been in the graveyard running with zombies. The highway beside a silhouette of some palm trees. Then the driver skirt around the bend, I'm leaning. Noble by the waves just to start my evening. I just wanna give her something she could believe in. It ain't that all that you still want even. My life a dream, girl, but you not dreaming. Your all access pass, cause this my season. You know I'm from the way up North Place. The OG Timbs, the North Face. I fled like I'm ducking a court case. I was really thinking out the box on niggas. Truthfully, this how I know I'm not those niggas. I changed my mind, I still want the wagon. Might cop the Urus, all these good problems. Yeah. Am I not supposed to solve them?
Sorry, this visual is absolutely incredible. It's unique. I'm very impressed with this. That's insane. Shit still got me moving. I love the fact that the recommended videos are from the Canadian artists that I listened to in the past. I like that. All right, let's read some more of this and we're going to get to some more music, all right? Let's make it happen. Switching to Discord, let's go. So, Darren Falana, let's go. Where we left off. His sophomore EP titled Don't Save Me includes production from Vinci Circles Collective and frequent collaborators such as Jordan Manswell. The project's standout single, Heard Things, has been featured on renowned Spotify and Apple Music playlists, of course. Duh. The young rapper who built a following that spans several continents, and in addition to his music, Darren and his Vincini Circle imprints have also partnered with notable brands such as Peace Collective and more. Peace Collective is a clothing brand. It's a very well-known clothing brand in Toronto. I'm not going to lie. They might be the best in Toronto in terms of clothing and promotion and sales. They have a store set up in the Union Station in the heart of Toronto. And I got to say, I've been in the store, even though it's small. I got to say, from their collabs, quality, just overall layout, and on top of that, artwork orientation on the t-shirts, and overall they're just clothing. Very impressed, and I would love to work with those individuals. Let's go ahead and keep going and get to some more music, shall we? ain't gonna hold you. I'm hearing good-ish. All right. One more music video, and I'm gonna give y'all some tracks off of Spotify, unfortunately. All right. Heard Things. Let's go.
No, it gets cold in the wintertime. I done heard things, but never mind. That niggas say the truth, but I'm living mine. Niggas say the truth, but I'm living mine. Had to soak it in for a minute. I been at the crib for a minute. Niggas think I got time. I be gone in 60 seconds, you pretend for a minute. I don't take calls when I'm faded. And I feel no ways.
Should have labeled this a
It's
visual.
how I feel most days. And I bet it still won't change it. Nothing new to me. Got a girl and she don't know what to do with me. And some best friends wishing never two with me. I don't mind both, what they got to do with me. Got a few with me, can't remember what it was. Yeah. 5 or 6 deep on our worst that's yeah. I just do cash like the first of the month. Yeah. Who know what this all be worth when it's done? I know it gets cold in the wintertime. I done heard things, but never mind. Yeah. Niggas say the truth, but I'm living mine. Niggas say the truth, but I'm living mine. Know it gets cold in the wintertime. I done heard things, but never mind. Yeah, hate the truth, but I'm living mine. Yeah, hate the truth, but I'm living mine. Ain't here for a season. Heard they said they got next, don't believe them. Hands out, quick to grab a play when you feed them. Same ones, hardly ever there when you need them. Now they wanna check on me. Taking shots like I got a vest on me. Mama said I got a new chest on me. Word of Birdman, put respect on me. It's nothing new to me. Got a girl and she don't know what to do with me. And some best friends wishing never two with me. I don't mind both, what that got to do with me. Got a few with me, can't remember what it was. Yeah. 5 or 6 deep on our worst, that's such. Yeah. I just do cash like the first of the month. Yeah. Who know what this all be worth when it's done? I know it gets cold in the wintertime. I done heard things, but never mind. Yeah, niggas say the truth, but I'm living mine. Niggas say the truth, but I'm living mine. Know it gets cold in the wintertime. I done heard things, but never mind. Yeah, hate the truth, but I'm living mine. Yeah, hate the truth, but I'm living mine. Hate the truth, but I'm living mine.
Crazy. Bro, it's like, I ain't gonna lie. I promise you, every song I'm gonna play from this dude is all good. I promise. I'll easily put that on. Never mind. Anyway, let's over to Spotify. What's good, J Tom? We just get into some music. Bro. You know the vibe. Weekly Canadian Artist Spotlight Series, only on the Flexing Mind Network and nowhere else, right? All right, we got Spotify here. Ooh, that is LL Cool J. Let's go to our very own Spotify playlist. Weekly Canadian Artist Spotlight Series presented by the Flexing Mind Network. All right. Let's go ahead. What song do we want today? We've heard a lot of songs already. You know what? Let's check out the End of Summer Freestyle. There's a part 2 to this one, so it's gonna be good.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Let's go.
Clear in the air, still on the phone. Just about a half an hour from home. I'm dealing with some knots and I still need to untangle and comb. Not to mention rips I need to resewn. Feel like I got a mask and pads on the way. Some of these niggas want me out of my zone. Crazy how I'm coming into my own. Unlike the laundry, I can't wait for this shit to unfold. Lessons of old, not everything that glitter is gold. I've watched niggas break codes that were written in stone. I dial less cause most of y'all are giving the tone. I call and question you niggas that pretend to be grown. Disgusted at all the hate and lack of energy shown. Mama said stay away from niggas that love an excuse. Find it funny how my piece came from chucking the deuce. Ain't won't help you climb the tree, but they'll come for the fruit. That's the price you gotta pay when you stuck with the juice. And this is let's it going. Let's keep this shit going. Oh yeah. Yeah, Uber to Hartsfield Jackson, I got a flight at 8. Foley's wings, I cleared the entire plate. In the lobby of the condo by the fireplace. Double checking that my wire's straight. Physio bi-weekly and somehow I managed to raise the bar. Must be nearsighted to think I couldn't take it this far. I've locked the door on niggas that wouldn't jump in the car. Now they trail behind, wishing they gotten in from the start. It's just more the same, nothing has changed. Daniel told me that newer problems arrive with your change. I've been in and out of drama, but it's hard to complain. That's just another expense I gotta charge to the game. On several occasions, I feel like I'm partly insane. From broken relationships I never cared to maintain. People treat you differently when they have something to gain. Don't fit the picture, that's why I stay adjusting the frame. And this is... And that's how you let the beat build, bitch. I told you, yeah. And that's how you let the beat build, bitch. We can do this shit all day, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Playing with the beat like a bitch.
Yeah.
Beat switch. Beat switch.
Ay.
Beat switch.
Ay. Ay. Summer came and went, but I'm here to stay. Took a couple trips, project on the way. Backing on your head, had to let it play. Same old nigga, just a different day. Let's get something straight, I don't beg a bend. If it costs an arm, better break a leg. Could've pulled a trigger, chose the way to stand. Harder with the left, European step, oh yeah. Banging on my chest, oh yeah. I don't mean to flex, oh yeah. But a nigga bless, oh yeah. I just left the nest, oh yeah. Highway headed west, oh yeah. As per request, oh yeah. Got a one up next, oh yeah. Nothing like the rest, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Ah.
I'm telling y'all, listen, I can't wait to play the part 2 to this. Lego. Let me get the part 2 going. End of summer part 2. Oh, buddy. Let's go. This Toronto. Are you serious?
Hey, hey, look, they connecting. I mean the dots, that's another way of saying I'm getting hot. Shout to you for all the loyalty. That mean a lot. I know something they could never put me in. That's a box. I know how to make a buck, and I don't believe in luck. I'm just cruising down the block like a delivery truck. Let us see my dogs run amok. Used to chase the cash, now I calls and I pick up every time. On a dime, on the ball, I got numbers in my phone that I do not recognize. Yet another set of highs, won't you? Yeah, won't you? Won't you try that on for size? I could use a Cinnabon, but I'm grateful otherwise. I want all the simple, all the simple things. Look who's dressing up the sky, you can hear it in the strings. Look who's dressing up the sky, you can hear it in the strings. was coming and shit. Middle finger up while the index pushing on buns, but I'm still thumbing this shit. Let's do the math, there's a new textbook for class. I'm one-on-one with this shit. Yeah, ask me if after all the dudes I still have fun with this shit. I do. Toast to the regulars, I say it's on the house, that's for friends. I had to like this match, then get it to some vibes, that's insane. I got a lot to give, and all without to take, that's for free. There's an exception, no, I'm talking about my time, that's for me. I think of my family a lot, I do. I put the game's head in a lot, I do. Know how to untangle a knot, I do. Yeah, I'm bringing out a broom and a mop. They showing you the numbers on the watch. In case you ask me what's been on my mind, let's get real. You knew this was coming, this shit. Middle finger up while the index pushing on buttons, but I'm still thumbing this shit. Let's do the math, there's a new textbook for class. I'm one-on-one with this shit. Yeah, ask me if after all the dudes I still have fun with this shit. I do. Fun with this shit, I do.
Tough. Hey, I don't know about y'all. Let me tell you something. I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing this for a while now. About 16 weeks just going through different Canadian artists, different genres that we've explored. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with the music that I'm hearing from this city. I'll tell you that much. I never thought I'd even be doing something like this ever in my life, but here I am today just witnessing what something from Toronto sounds like and how good it sounds. You know? Let's keep going. Let's play repeat. Let go. Oh, I like the beat on this.
Damn, I get to do this on repeat. All my new shit on repeat. She said she wanna see me on repeat. Long as I can hit it on repeat. Repeat. Repeat.
Let's go, get into it.
Swear to God that I woke up to these blessings. Swear to God it ain't love, that's an obsession. Swear to God I ain't never lied just to kick it. Swear to God that I'm worth the price of admission. Swear to God I ain't leave the crib in a week. Been dodging these potholes, but it's gassed up and it's crash tested. I can go to full 48 without brakes, dog, I'm that rested. Even if I could drive the bar, just pick it up where I last left it.
Telling y'all, bro.
In the way that she throw it back, make me forget that she flat chested. These days, man, I just let the shit play out cause I can't stress it. These days,
wait,
man,
whoa, what did he say? Let me hear that part again.
Swear to God I ain't leave the crib in a week. Been dodging these potholes, but it's gassed up and it's crash tested. I can go to full 48 without brakes, dog, I'm that rested. Even if I could drive the bar, just pick it up where I last left it. In the way that she throw it back, make me forget that she flat chested.
By the way she throwing it back, it made me forget that she flat chested. Oh my God, that's a bar. That's a bar.
Days, man, I just let the shit play out cause I can't stress it. These days, man, I just let the shit play out cause everything looks like it sounds. I was running way before I hit the ground. Told my shorty I'll be back, I'm leaving town. Woke up in a PJ and I took a look around like, damn, I get to do this on repeat. All my new shit on repeat. She said she wanna see me on repeat. Long as I can hit it on repeat. 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 And I'm stuck. Still doing my thing far as I know. Still pulling my strings far as I know. You would think I was selling my soul, but even in that narrative's getting old. She love when I bring her down to her knees. Good head, that's just what a nigga need. On 10, that's just how a nigga feel. Team meets and I still won't spit the bill. Life too good, I don't know how to feel. From Toronto when a nigga still get the chills. They passed me a few shots and I'm ballin'. Too drunk and I don't know who I'm dialing. Everything looks like it sounds. I was running way before I hit the ground. Told my shorty I'll be back, I'm leaving town. Woke up in a PJ and I took a look around like, damn, I get to do this on repeat. All my new shit on repeat. She said she wanna see me on repeat. Long as I can hit it on repeat. 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 And I'm stuck. And I'm stuck. Hey.
Whoever that producer is, you keep working with that man. Whoever produced that for you, keep working with that man. Let's go and listen to Panic at the Disco. Let's go.
Hey, yeah, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, and touch the floor. Hey, done, dancing, when you dancing, instant when you dancing, yeah. I be looking for a light when shit get dark. How the fuck do I forget there's one on me? Parked on Front Street with all my flaws. So the rule is just don't front on me. See the things go how I want them to. And when something falls, it's in my lap. I should unpack why I always leave. But we can talk about it later when I come back. Okay, I do what I want, and what? I already said I know I'm the one, and what? I can tell the truth, making it tense, that's fine. I know how to treat the first like the last time. And it's the first time I be inclined to repeat it. There's no sense looking all down and defeated. Could draft up a treaty on how they get treated. This might sound too conceited. Fuck all
Yo,
y'all.
don't say
Back
crow,
on my
what you
shit
doing?
though.
I'm good, don't
I'm
worry.
back on my shit though. The Panic on 10 like we back at the disco. I think it's the fifth flow. A thief in the night, it's a slap on the wrist though. Word, I'm back on my shit though. In the Panic on 10 like we back at the disco. We back at the disco. We back at the disco, word. You gotta see me out just to find me. And somehow it's so hard not to mind me. I love to put the past behind me. I pass the bill, talking paid on inquiry. Lady attitudes get fiery. The flame simmers dying, now you're back to remind me. Swear I'm on a rush so high, caffeine couldn't wild me. Damn, I guess I'm used to it. But I don't mean none, want you to it. Stay inside the gym cause the weight gets heavy. Got me tearing all the warm-ups already. Come a long way since one too many. Come a long way since one too many. Down to do $100 bill of 520s. I can never sell these thoughts for a penny. I said fuck all y'all, I'm back on my shit though. I'm back on my shit though. The Panic on 10 like we back at the disco. I think it's the fifth flow. A thief in the night, it's a slap on the wrist though. Word, I'm back on my shit though. In the Panic on 10 like we back at the disco. We back at the disco. We back at the disco, word.
Tough. Let me tell you something, this music sounds good. All these artists I've been finding, listening to their catalogs, I'm very impressed with every single one of them that I chose. Very impressed. Now, he did mention the song One Too Many. So let's go ahead and listen to that song, One Too Many. Then we're going to get back to Wicked Flames. Let's go. I don't know about y'all, but Toronto sound good, man. Over here on the Flex My Network, you getting the right artists. Understand that. I take my time to find these people.
So I'm pacing, yeah. Cup is more than full on occasion.
Go ahead,
Look
bro.
at all the things I was chasing when you knew me. I got everything that I need.
Didn't I play this already? Hold on, let me see something. Did I not play this already? Okay, no, I'm good. I'm good.
These days, know it might get hard to believe these days, but believe me this time when I say I got one too many to pick from. How can I choose when I say I got one too many to count from? How could I lose when I say I got one too many on me right now? I'm good when I say one too many. I would keep up if I could.
Slight. Slight.
You got up out it fast when shit was slow with me. And now it's like an honor just to roll with me. But where I'm headed, no one else could go with me. I bossed up. Oh, you heard about me, I'm in Rome now. Guess I gotta find another home now. Look like it's been hard to put your phone down. And I'm off a bottle of some red. I can't tell if it's all in my head. Just know I meant everything I said. And you're choking on the things you never say. It don't even matter anyway. Just believe me when I say I got one too many to pick from. How can I choose when I say I got one too many to count from? How could I lose when I say I got one too many on me right now? I'm good when I say one too many. I would keep up if I could. One too many, baby. One too many, baby. One too many, baby.
We gotta make sure that we give these Toronto artists a spotlight. Next song, Wicked Flames. Lego.
If it's one thing that I know, everything always unfolds. I've been lining up diamond nose, and the first push still on hold. She in love, but I'm stuck on crush. Got the phone late night on hush, just in case I need me time. One girl's case, we time. Lot of love in my heart for a few. That's the only way I know to get through. As a kid, probably could've sold jewels. I had to learn how to introduce. Now they hit me off top with a name. I got a lot of wigs saying Wicked Flame. I put a lot of problems behind me.
Right.
Wonder why them things never find me.
Right.
The love is right there to remind me. Then we got detergent when it's slimy. Pride got her panties in a scrunchie. You know a nigga moving out the country. Get some leeway for the lead up. I send an invoice for the meet. If it's one thing that I know, everything always unfolds. I've been lining up diamond nose, and the first push still on hold. She in love, but I'm stuck on crush. Got the phone late night on hush, just in case I need me time. One girl's case, we time. Lot of love in my heart for a few. That's the only way I know to get through. As a kid, probably could've sold jewels. I had to learn how to introduce. Now they hit me off top with a name. I got a lot of wigs saying Wicked Flame. I do. I think the entitlement's outlandish. I know the deep cuts heal, they don't get banished. I busy watering the money trees that I just got planted. My last temp check came with a cold shoulder. I'm way too cool when I get hot-handed. What? Hard not to empathize all the ways you can show greed. Cause even if it might be a drug, it's still pretty hard to OD. Know the notes tend to go high, still love to keep it low-key. I can two-step through the mud and some Air Force Ones, niggas still got nothing on me. If it's one thing that I know, everything always unfolds. I've been lining up diamond nose, and the first push still on hold. She in love, but I'm stuck on crush. Got the phone late night on hush, just in case I need me time. One girl's case, we time. Lot of love in my heart for a few. That's the only way I know to get through. As a kid, probably could've sold jewels. I had to learn how to introduce. Now they hit me off top with a name. I got a lot of wigs saying Wicked Flame. I do.
God damn, bruh. Running out of time. One more song. I'm gonna give y'all vacation. Let me get my clothes ready.
I done been to flights on the scene. Funny, someone never get to choose. Yeah, you can never buy me in the streets. All they said was, damn, a nigga smooth. Ooh, I'ma probably have to book a trip. Somewhere on the island with the view. You would think I'm fucking with the grips. Yeah, way the boy done came up out the blue. Moving to the city, young dude coming from the burbs. View I need is similar to birds. Villa on the island with the bird. Kiki heard a Maui with a sign of saying, please do not disturb. I just say the word, put me up a plane ticket. Hold up, tryna travel like a change pivots. Ain't gotta say this since a kid, I had the same mission. See, I'm just waiting till the fame kicking, name tripping, I be on my way.
I'm on my way. I'm on my motherfucking way. Yeah, I'm on my way. Tryna get paid. Hustling every day. Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm about to book me a ticket and take a vacation. Working so hard every day and I'm tired of waiting. I'm on my
Way up, I can lay up on the beach. Yeah, I don't even gotta pull a chair. Poe probably had to smoke a blunt. Yeah, you could probably smell it in the air. Yeah, wanna take a private overseas. Yeah, buns with the flowers on the shirt. Yeah, tryna hit the valley with the keys. Yeah, then I tell her park it in reverse. Man, this shit of life. Picture always had to fit the frame. All I ever wanted was to pay. By the $250,000 nigga change. I just need somebody that can fly me even if I miss the plane. In a different lane, pull me up a plane ticket. Hold up, tryna travel like a change pivots. Ain't gotta say that since a kid I had the same mission. See, I'm just waiting till the fame kicking, ain't tripping, I be on my way.
I'm on my way. I'm on my motherfucking way. Yeah, I'm on my way. Tryna get paid. Hustling every day. Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm about to book me a ticket and take a vacation. Working so hard every day and I'm tired of waiting.
You should know.
Just like that. Just like that, we gotta wrap it up, bruh. Oh, this is good music. I just gotta say, out of the 16 artists that we have been listening to, tapping in with, yo, let me tell you something. We have amassed over 200 songs, 206 songs to be exact. All Canadian artists. I have a playlist with over 200 songs, and they're all Canadian artists. Just think about that for a second. I went from not knowing any of these Canadian artists to having 200. The next goal for sure is 300. And we're going to keep climbing and climbing and climbing to the point where there's no point to even putting them on a playlist no more because there's just so much music. Who knows where this can go? Who knows what's going to happen from this? But I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to be doing this for a long time. I'm going to be doing this for a long time now. I ain't going to lie. Speaking of long times, I got to get going to work. All right, bro. You see the outfit change? Then you already know what time it is. Let me go ahead and end this. Yo, Darren Falana, salute to you. We appreciate the music. You see the flame emojis, so don't get it twisted. You got fans out here, bro. Let me tell you that right now. And from me personally, keep going. You know? But I gotta stop. He gotta keep going. I gotta stop because I gotta go. All right. So with that being said, Flex Mob, Shadow Mob, let me tell you something. It's about that time. It's about that time. Stupid ass. It's about that time. Yeah. I'll probably tap in with y'all tomorrow. I want to get to that lawyer video for sure. That one's important. But for now, take care. Be well. Be safe. Stay true. Be you. Live long and long live, y'all. Peace. Where are my socks?